They didn't know she was coming with a purple jumper in her suitcase and skin cells that were sunk beneath stereotypes to feel the satisfying squish of English soil. Instead of a one-way ticket from somewhere she never took the time to know, a caucus of politicians too clawed into campsite trash bags to make any decisions. So when they ask her, jokingly, if she's learned the language, she will have to admit she didn't allow herself to become fluent. She's always imagined them catching their reflections in her armor, too absorbed to notice the coagulated rust, let alone the person underneath. Once again, she has the chance to invent the piece of themselves they managed to see in her, which is all they will remember anyways, or so she hopes. It started in Spanish class when Ahmad is defeated by the predicate tense and announces to everyone that she would have known the answer. Then it was the object of her objections who texted to ask how she was doing. After, it was the guidance counselor who received email number 79 and told her to stop writing. That's when she realizes her arrival will be noticed. And that is the misery, or the miracle, of being missed. I don't know beforehand when I'm posting these videos, but there's a very, very good chance I'm posting this on the 4th of April, which is the first day I get back to regular life / school. I, in fact, get back to America on the 1st of April, but that's a Friday, and I'm only going in for after school activities and then using the weekend to recuperate. Ha ha ha, that's a joke. I'm really going to use the weekend to catch up with friends and hang out a lot. And then Monday marks the beginning of my basically return to the real world. And if you don't know, I've moved recently, or pretty recently within the last 2 years, from California to New York. And this is obviously moving back from Oxford, England to New York. And both times, no one knew I was coming, like in terms of to the school. The purple jumper thing has to do with, obviously jumper is a British term and it means sweater, which took me so long to figure out, and purple just being the color that Oxford Friars Academy had for their uniform. And that long ass probably sentence has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, technically 8, technically 10 sounds of s, which definitely proves that I can do alliteration / assonance / consonance / whatever the hell you want to call it, that took so much of my breath out of me. And I just basically worked from metaphor to metaphor in this poem. It's true that at the time that I wrote this poem, I hadn't taken the time to really know and comprehend and understand where I was living and the situation I was in. My science teacher back home asked me if I was going to be able to learn the language for England. And in fact, again, at the period of time that I wrote the poem, I hadn't taken the time to become fluent in the language known as British school and everything that would entail both emotionally and just in terms of my knowledge and perspective overall of the world, as well as just in the classroom in general. And then I talk a little bit about armor in terms of what people actually end up seeing in each other and in themselves. And then I just give pretty much a list of examples of times when people realized I was gone. Because my biggest joke is that I'm going to arrive back to school in New York and be like, hey, nice to see you guys again. And they're all going to say, did you leave in the first place? Which of course will be kind of insulting, kind of fine, depending on my feelings at the moment. The reality of it is that by some people, even if it's like a handful, I have been missed, and it's going to be mighty interesting to see what their reactions are. I'm pretty sure I'll have some sort of poem written for that occasion, and then it will go in this series of videos, probably. I hope you guys are having a fantastic National Poetry Writing Month. Keep calm, write on, and I'll see you in a video very soon. Goodbye. Keep calm, write on, and I'll see you in a video very soon. Goodbye.